And finally, one easy, helpful tip to increase the performance of your sexy fragrance this fall. And what you want to do is sexiest fragrance for fall, starting with Terry D. Hermes Parfum from 2009, the same year that this Andy Warhol success is a job in New York. Bond Number 9 came out. Also 212 on Ice Blue came out in that same year, 2009. The top notes of this is orange and grapefruit. It's a delicious, spicy green, fresh scent that lasts for a very long time. You have Pelagorium in it, which is kind of like a geranium, but it's a rosy lemon note. It also has some pepper and some cedar wood inside there, and some green spicy notes like patchouli and vetiver. Comes off green and earthy with just a touch of vanilla in it from the benzoin. It's very good, very fun to wear. It's very relaxing and comforting, rich, elegant, versatile, all season, all occasions. And what did I get? 8 hours from the performance of this, and it has a nice above average scent trail or scent sillage. All ages for this, but at first sniff, you might think this kind of green and spicy, but I think you'll like it. It does have packs a little punch when you first sniff it, right after the first 1 minute of it. It's $137 at Sephora stores for this size, which is 75 milliliter. But on the Amazon link down below, I found 6.7 ounces, which is 200 milliliters, which is 3 times the size of that, for $129. And if you click on it, the channel will get a small percentage because we're an Amazon associate. Next up, you think about Creta Ventus, a beautiful, sexy fall fragrance. It has pineapple in it. It has some jasmine, touch of floral in the mid, drying down with the beautiful Burke wood and a touch of vanilla in the dry down. And it's very expensive, $350, $450 all over. And when you spray it, you might want to only spray it 2 or 3 times because of the price. Or you can get non-supremacy silver, which dries down to a perfect clone, lasts 10 hours, and you can spray away. Because why? Because this is only $28 at bestbrandsperfume.com, only for you viewers. Next up, we have Spice Bomb Night Vision. Spice Bomb Night Vision, the bottle looks like that. It's got a green tint hue on the glass of the grenade-looking bottle. The box also does too. It's got the lock on it, just like the regular Spice Bomb. The atomizer works awesome. On the blogs, people are comparing Spice Bomb Night Vision to YSLY, or YSL L'Homme Bleu, remember this one? And even Invictus and even Polo Red. If you were to break down the notes, this is most closely related to Armani Code's Profumo. If you were to take the YSLY and remove the smoky Birkwood, you would have this as well a little bit. The projection is above average. The longevity is actually beastly, and the compliments are like a fish biting a hook. They're huge compliments when you wear this Night Vision. It's got tonka, clove, sage, geranium. It starts out with some apple. You get nutmeg and almonds. You got all that mixed up. You even have pepper, regular pepper, and red pepper inside there. So you got all that with that. Gives you a warm, spicy, aromatic vibe. Sweet and earthy. Sweet and earthy notes. It's got some gourmand background in it. What does gourmand mean? Gourmand's like notes that are edible. You think about honey, you think about chocolate, you think about vanilla. That's what gourmand means, if you ever heard anyone else say that. So it's all well blended. The gourmand, the sweet notes are well blended with all the other notes in it. Further breakdown, this little bottle is like $80, $90. It's a 1.7 ounce at Sephora stores. And further breaking down of the notes, I found something similar, but it's 30% similar. So it's not that similar, but it goes the same direction, but in an aquatic way. And it's called Giorgio Beverly Hills Ocean Dream, which is $20. You can get that. Like I said, it's only 30% of the same notes. And the Amazon link for the Giorgio Beverly Hills is down below as well. The next sexiest fall fragrance is called Bulgari Man Wood Essence Eau de Parfum. It looks like that. It's got the built-in sprayer. You just spray it off. It's a very delicious citrus soft scent with a touch of wood. I always think of professionals, doctors, or lawyers could wear this, and not be bothered because it's not too loud. You get 2 hours projection, but it's a nice, elegant, soft projection. It's not like, hey, look at me. It's like, hey, what are you wearing type projection. So easy to wear. 7 hours is so easy, long lasting for this. It's about $100 at Sephora stores, and you can find it on the internet. Search anywhere from $60 to $80. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Christian O. You've landed on Best Brands Perfume. This channel is dedicated to you, the subscriber. If you want to smell better for less, if you want to talk about all things fragrances related, and if you want to connect with other fragrance lovers down in the comment section, consider subscribing today. What's the question of the day? What's your favorite fall scent to wear? Question of the day. Comment down below. I comment right back. The next sexiest fall fragrance for men is called Parfums de Marley Carlisle. It's a jet black bottle. It says Carlisle right here. Comes out like that. Have you ever been in one of those fancy tobacco stores? Right when you walk in, you smell that sweet tobacco. That's what it's like. Very high quality sweet tobacco. It is masculine as well. It's got some guaiac wood in it, which gives it like a tea note with a touch of violet. So you get that nice touch of floral mixed with the tobacco. So it's very unique. It's got some green notes, patchouli, cardamom in it, some gin and spice in it as well. It has some warmth, has some citrus in it in the front. So you get all that working together very well, very elegantly done. And it's just different. It's very different. It's an enormous, huge scent trail, huge scent sillage, huge longevity. It's powerful. And I tried it. I put on like 5 or 6 squirts. It was on me 9-10 hours, super strong. I mean, your people know you're wearing this. If you want to get noticed, you get Parfums de Marley Carlisle. It's $350 list price on their website, and I've been seeing it sprinkled throughout the internet searches right around $200 to $260 for 4.2 ounce bottles. Next up, another heavy hitter. It's called Tom Ford Cafe Rose. Very sexy fall fragrance. You go out with this one. Cafe Rose Eau de Parfum, 100 milliliter bottle. It's got rose in it, pepper, and saffron. $335 found at Neiman Marcus. You think about dark, honey, powdery, creamy wood. Think about that. That's what it smells like. You got a fresh, stimulating scent. It's warm and spicy, and it's also calming. It's very calming when you wear it. You spray out like that. You can smell double roses in this order. Rose, pepper, coffee, rose. Just like that. So when you smell it, 1 minute, 2-3 minutes, you can smell it. Rose, pepper, coffee, rose. Just like that. You'll think it's very rosy, then you'll think it's kind of peppery, and you'll see the saffron and coffee notes. It doesn't have that much coffee note in it, but it's there. Just not, maybe it could, if it had a touch more coffee, it'd be a masterpiece. A cheaper alternative to this, a similar scent cheaper, would be called Montal Rose Night at $75. This is called Tom Ford Cafe Rose. The next sexy fall fragrance called Instant de Guerlain. This is a 2004 edition. It was reissued in 2016. You get citruses mixed with lemon and aniseed. So you're thinking about a citrus floral spice. The spice is kind of like a licorice. It's got like a black tea note in there. It's got lavender, cacao, cedarwood, sandalwood, all that good stuff in there. And the tea note makes it kind of dry because it's that black tea note. The sandalwood comes off really nice and creamy, and you definitely smell the woods and the spices. The cedar woods blend really nicely with the bergamot. Everything comes together well. It's just elegant, kind of classy fragrance. Cedar woods in here and the spices. It's delicious. It's kind of emotionally grounding effect you get when you have it on. It's greater for colder weather. Fall, when it's kind of cooler in the fall. The scent trail or sillage is soft. The longevity was 7 hours. The occasion is for all occasion. You can wear this any time of day, all season. Audience is 25 and up. If you can find this 2004 edition for under 100 or right at 100, I would grab it. Otherwise, a similar scent cheaper is L'Instant de Guerlain, the 2016 reformulated version for $40. And another scent. Now what happened was the IFRA put their hands in it, the International Fragrance Association. They tell you can't use certain ingredients, so that's why they had to reformulate this. and I found one item that smells just like this. Not just like it, but similar to it, 40% similar. It's called Cannon Norwegian Wood, 10 bucks. The link's down below. The next fall fragrance that's sexy for men is called 1 Million Prive. Paco Rabanne 1 Million came out in 2008, and this is a newer edition, 2015 or 16 release, with an opening of blood mandarin oranges. They also call that sanguine, but in this situation we're calling it blood oranges. It's got cinnamon, and it's got some woods in it, and it's got hookah tobacco. You know what hookah tobacco smells like? It's kind of like a wet tobacco and myrrh, M-Y-R-R-H type scent. So it's kind of a sweet, almost fruity tobacco. It's got a delicious vibe going on. It sits like on a warm bed of patchouli and musk, and it's creamy and sensual. It's got some tonka bean absolute in it. So you get kind of like a almondy, fresh, delicious, more mature, more elegant version of the Hall of Fame 1 Million. It's called 1 Million Prive. An attention grabber for sure. Performance and longevity are outstanding. As with all Paco Rabanne 1 Million products, this one's no less. It's got a great projection and performance. The next sexy fall fragrance is called Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme L'Ultime. Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme L'Ultime from 2016. It's got a pop of grapefruit in the front with some spicy ginger in it. It's got a fresh masculine style rose, touch of floral, touch of geranium. The masculine style rose, it's got some lavender, it gives it fresh. It's got this powdery vibe inside it, and the woods gives it some depth. Rose and ginger are prominent even in the dry down. It's fresh along with the energizing floral, and the elegant green cardamom gives it a light herbal sense, and the powdery part kind of makes you happy. I got 6 hours performance out of this. Not bad scent trail or scent sillage, and it's ages 25 and up, and good for work. You can wear this for work in the office. Just be careful how much you push the trigger. Like if I was to work in an office, I would only spray it one time, kind of, because it is kind of Yves Saint Laurent powerfulness. And finally, one easy, helpful tip to increase the performance of your sexy fragrance this fall. And what you want to do is, right when you get out of the shower, after you're dried off and you put all your clothes on, is the ideal time to apply your fragrance. Your pores are all opened up, you're fresh and clean, and that's when you'll increase the performance of the fragrance of the day that you're wearing that day. Don't forget to check out playlists. There's a playlist of my favorite YouTube fragrance reviewers. There's music playlists. There's other playlists of fragrances, organized fragrance videos that are organized in different ways. Cheap fragrances, long-lasting fragrances, best 2019 fragrances. You can click all that on playlists.